Alright, so I am officially live. I think the first thing I want to do is set up a MAM and just look at some stuff. So in terms of Katerium, we've done pretty much everything that matters. We could do rifle stuff, but... So, over here in Sulfur, we could unlock rocket fuel. That would be fun. Get some turbo fuel in the inventory for that. And rocket fuel unlocked.
Rocket fuel unlocked. Pioneers will be able to use rocket fuel in the fuel generator and any vehicle that uses fuel,
really cool
including the jetpack, with appropriate results. Warning, mixing rocket fuel into coffee does not enhance its energizing effect.
Alright, so I have that technically unlocked, which is good. I don't really know if, like, I've gone this far without the rifle. Like, do I really need it at this point? I'm gonna say probably not. And I could probably unlock some of these now. But first I want to check how rocket fuel is even made. Combine turbo fuel with nitric acid and you get rocket fuel and compacted coal back. And nitric acid I don't even have unlocked yet. Alright, well, I guess I will head back up. Somewhere around here I had a stop on my hypertube, but it's pretty far to the east anyway. So I'm going to head back to the base. Head back to the hub to see if we can do another unlock. And then we're going to go hard drive hunting and hopefully get all the hard drives we will need for, like, indefinitely. It would be very nice for this to be the last hard drive hunting trip. I suspect it won't be. Alright. We can take the zip line up, gain a lot of height. And then very carefully go up the rest of the way, and apparently it was an ambush. Well, that's fun. Thank you for the boost. Unironically, extremely helpful. That's got me so much speed, I'm going so fast. Alright. Having rocket fuel would be neat. But I think probably I'm just not gonna bother getting rocket fuel for the jetpack. It's gonna probably require a fair amount of setup. And I will be doing a power plant with rocket fuel at some point in the future, so I'll just, when I do that, I'll branch some off for jetpack use. Speaking of power production, I should probably be hooking these geysers up, but I've already flown past it. It's too late now. So we're going to get back to the base. We're going to do some unlocks. And then I think nitric acid is just nitrogen and water. So we'll see. We'll have to see like how the ratios work out if you get all of the compacted coal back. But I assume not. Alright. We are back at the hub. Now let's see what we can unlock. Particle enrichment. Ah, that requires turbo motors. So I technically have some turbo motors. However, I don't know about using them for this. I also do not have the quick wire in my inventory for it anyway. So I'll just select that as a milestone. And with that, turbo fuel is going to be a future problem. And the present problem is going to be, let's pick up the last couple. Let's pick up some hard drives. So due south, there's one. There's a couple due south, and then we are going to turn east because I really have not, like, if you even check the in-game map, I have not gone east much at all. So we'll grab just one or two. And I need to unlock some alt recipes for the turbo motor plant, I think. Like, an actual turbo motor specific recipe is missing, so let's see, where am I heading? I'm heading like here ish. I don't know the exact location. Ooh, there's a zip line I can use. Oh, I've died. I have saved myself. I am a genius. Alright. Now we switch back to jetpack. And we just take this zip line all the way up. I'm surprised I managed to make that save in time. I'm not normally one for quick reactions. Alright, we have gained a significant amount of height. And it should be... Oh, is this one of the ones that I looked for and could not find? No, it's a bit south still. Let's take a zip line over. Ziplining is fun. It's not like I haven't really set up my power lines to be good for ziplining, and it's still pretty useful. Alright, it should literally be like in here somewhere. Alright, so I'm here. Okay, if I zoom in, it's actually like here. Like there. So it should be somewhere. Just need to keep an eye out for it. Aha. Spotted. And it is evidently quite well guarded. Maybe if I can keep like that. Come on, get it. Yes, alright, cool. And we're out. Alright. That is that. And let's start scanning it. Alright, so the next one is even further south. I walked into a tree. At like the end of a river, and I swear I've picked that one up already. Maybe I died trying to get to it or something. Alright, so there should be like a river here. Is it this river? No, it's probably the next one down. Let's stop and check. So yeah, the next destination is there. And then there's another one there. So it is this way. Let's head on over. This is not it, obviously. It's too close. I've already picked this one up. Yeah. Very dangerous. Giant, evil boar. Just gonna ignore you. Where is this river? There's meant to be a river somewhere. Alright, I saw a giant spider. Alright, here is the river. The giant spider seems to have seen me. Alright. It's right there. This guy is... Did I kill it midair? I did. It's funny how the stinger remains do not have any gravity, so they just, like, stick wherever you hit it. And now where was I? Right, up this little stream. We have the destination. It's super radioactive. And there's a spider. Alright, somehow I have taken like 1 billion damage. How did I die? What killed me? I was at mostly full health and then suddenly I was almost dead. Oh. Oh, my game crashed. That's fun. I don't think I've ever experienced a game crash before. Well, let's boot it back up. And load the autosave. I wonder where it put us. Okay, apparently right next to a giant hog. Very cool. I'm gonna fly up here. Now, let's see here. It looks... Probably I've already gotten that one. Actually, I can check. Yes, I have it running in the MAM. So now I need to head down to that one, and without dying this time, or crashing the game apparently. Actually, that game crash saved me like several minutes of flying. So I'm honestly just not going to complain. Alright. Well, I spotted a summer sloop this time that I didn't see last time, so I'll be taking that. And we continue to fly. Alright, I hear a spider jumping for me. I see 2 spiders. Okay, no. Spiders just do a billion damage when they hit you. Okay. That's fair. Alright. How about I fly them over here? So either this will lose them temporarily, or they'll jump off of a cliff. Alright. I need food more than I need the scanner. I seem to have lost them. So let's continue heading south towards the actual thing we're looking for. There's no reason to fight those spiders in particular. Another spider seems to have seen me. Or is at least in the vicinity. Alright, so this is around the correct location. I'm going to eat up. Seemingly safe here. I think that hit. Alright. Giant spider down. Multiple mid spiders. Alright, it's very quiet. That tells me at least the immediate vicinity is clear. Now, I don't see anything immediately here. I think we've done it. Alright, I need to get away from the stupid radiation. The next one is even further southeast. I do not have that many filters on me. And I need to craft them manually because I didn't bother setting up... I did not bother setting up a factory for them. Okay, it sounds like another spider has seen me. So I'm going to have to keep moving. I would love to check the map. Is that it there? Yes, that is it. Alright, I'm going to just... This is probably an equipment workshop. I would love to craft some more iodine-infused filters. Just to make sure I do not run out anytime soon. And as far as gas filters are also fine. Now, if I recall correctly, there was going to be a radioactive hog on that pillar, potentially multiples, which just haven't loaded in yet. Yes. Alright. Very sneaky radioactive hogs. Let's clear them out. He stopped right in time. Alright. I have the high ground. I have good cover. But they don't seem to be jumping out towards me. Ooh, I did get hit there. They also have kind of good cover. And also, this whole thing is happening in radiation. Which means there is a bit of a time limit. Thank you to the filters for making this possible. Alright, I think that one's dead. Which means hopefully this one won't be far behind. Oh. I almost just fell off. Alright, you hit me. Alright, and he's dead. So let's swoop in and use our precious turbo motors to grab that. And then we are off. I'll grab this power slug while I'm up here. Alright, now where is the next spot? The next spot is actually right up by this radar tower to the northeast. For some reason, I just missed a hard drive that is right there, easily accessible. So we're going to have to head over there and grab it. There are a couple in the south as well, but A, they're very far away from me, and B, I spent a while looking for them last time I went hard drive hunting and could not find them. So we're going to leave those until last. Alright, there's the radar tower. Which means theoretically this hard drive should be very much in the vicinity. Northwest of me slightly. Yeah, there it is. How have I missed that all this time building this giant factory right next to it? How is that even possible? Oh, giant spider. Okay. How did it take so many hits? Oh, that should have killed it. It should have died to that. Is that? It is pretty close to this hypertube. It's a bit southwest of it, but certainly is what this hypertube is meant for and why I have that little gap in the line. Alright, I do not know how that spider was able to win that fight against me. Previous spiders have definitely died in way less hits than that took. So, now we are just heading along on a hypertube line. We're making our way there slowly but surely. And we have a downhill section, which makes us go quite fast. It's fun zipping right past hogs and stuff without them caring. Alright, we're here, and we just have to head pretty much directly this way. Which is going to involve gaining some height. So we're now on this. And gain some more height. And now we're up here, and we head southwest. Yeah, wait. Is this... This is also just like a thing. Alright. This fight is going to be a bit trickier. Unless I... No, it's going to be able to chase me up that ledge. I'm going to have to fight it semi-fairly. Okay. And I can't really afford to get hit. Juked me. Alright. That's that guy down. Now we have this hatcher, which we need to get rid of. Which we can do by crouching. Alright, then there's another hatcher over there, which is quite far away. And I think that's all, and this one requires power. Fortunately, I have power right over here. So I hook you up. And I grab the hard drive. And we're good to go. Alright, now we continue heading southwest. There's another one weirdly near that base, but I'm going to grab this one first. Alright, there's the radar tower. Alright, we need to not die to that giant spider again. Which should be pretty easy. And we also need to find this thing, which is like weirdly, it's weirdly hard to spot, even from up pretty close. Alright, giant spider, where are you? I don't see it. I do not see the giant spider, so I'm just going to grab the hard drive and go. And let's see here, the other one is north of the hypertube stop. Northeast. And also just needs power. So the good news is we are making significant progress in clearing out the hard drives in this area. Like, aside from the ones that I just couldn't find, that's pretty much like the furthest east, the furthest west. Also, I'm getting sniped. Let's get down this cliff. Should be impossible to see me now. Alright, so here's the factory. And the hard drive should be literally right here, just like in the open. There's also a Mercer sphere for some reason. I was apparently blind and deaf while making this factory. Don't know what happened there. Alright. Let's see if I can snipe the hatchers from up here. I can. I think that might have been a bit too high. It's hard to tell. That one looked like it might have hit. Alright. Yep. Now just this last one, which is stupid far away. Alright. Hatcher is clear. I have no idea if these shots are hitting the spitters. And these are just baby spitters. It's going to be easier to just get in closer. Alright, this one also needs power, so we will hook it up. Where is a free power pole? There's one. Oh, no, apparently not. You can be a Mark III. And give me a line out here. That's another hard drive acquired. And while I'm here with
Surface
power...
genetic sampling indicates this freighter may have come from a planet run by
The
apes.
geyser. May as well stick a geothermal plant on and hook that into my power system. So that is just a free 100-ish. It's not a lot, but it is basically free. Alright, now we head south, pretty much just along the river. And there should be another one. Is that a Mercer sphere I see? It is. Also, I need to reload my gun. Give me some more iron rebar. Alright, where does this river even go? Is this the correct path? Yes. So I head down here, just follow the river, and there'll be another hard drive. Alright, this area is quite dangerous. I think it is also probably where the hard drive is. I see another Mercer sphere over here, but it is guarded by a giant spider. How did that hit me? Oh. Alright, there's a mid-sized spider as well. Yup. Bro, They jump so far. I was trying to move away, but for some reason it didn't give me a sprint jump, just a regular jump, so I had no horizontal momentum, and I just sort of stuck in place. Fortunately, we are very close to the hypertube stop. Freaking giant spiders, man. I should probably set up... Should probably get a rifle with, like, some sort of better ammo. It would be more convenient than using the stupid rebar gun for everything, probably. But then again, probably not. Alright, we are flying over. It is such a journey. I wonder if it's worth, like, moving the hub out here. Like, more central location. Alright, we're back. I really wish there needs to be some sort of, like, physical armor that protects you from, like gives you more health or makes you take less damage or something along those lines, because as it stands, like, you just get, like, two-shot by the giant spiders and there's nothing you can do about it. Alright, there you are, Mr. Giant Spider. Oh, there's another giant spider. Cool. I do love facing two giant spiders. Where did it land? Where did it land? I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. I lost sight of it. Could be anywhere. Alright. I see one of them down there. Oh god, it sees me. Okay. Nope. Just keep moving and keep shooting. How did you hit me there? How did I dodge that? Alright, we got it. It's one giant spider down. Alright. I'm going to eat up to almost full. Grab some more bacon. And head back. There is a mid-sized spider up there. Let me shoot you a couple of times. Alright. It tried to jump, but just landed on a mushroom. Yeah, okay. Okay. This is fine. Everything is fine. There was another giant one, right? I've sworn there was a second giant one. Which means it's probably right behind me. No, I see you. Let me guess. Oh, there it is. Cool. Very cool. done its cloud fart. I'm just going to fire into the cloud and assume that some of these may or may not be hitting the giant spider. Did it vanish? Did it die? Bruh. Where did it go? Well, that's horrifying. It did a ninja smoke cloud and then left. Oh gosh. Okay. Let's shoot this one a couple times. This is just a medium-sized giant spider, which makes it a lot less threatening. Alright, that's just a poison flower. Please stop hiding behind areas with janky collision. Alright, Mercer Sphere acquired. And the hard drive is just a bit further this way, but along the river. Alright, there's the river. It goes under us. So somewhere along this way, I believe. Where on earth? No, I looped back around somehow. Alright, it is this way. And this way-ish. Alright, here's the river. There it is, in this giant poison cloud. I do not see any creatures. So that's another hard drive down. And get out of the poison cloud. Probably the MAM research is finished. Yes, it has. We'll put another one in. And then we keep on. The next one is like up there. Probably on top of a ridge or something. Alright, there it is. Please say those guys don't notice me. Oh, no, they notice me. Okay. That's annoying. I would have loved to enter this area with stealth. Now we're going to have to fight off 3 giant radioactive hogs. And it doesn't have any requirements, I just checked, so that's nice at least. Maybe we sneak in? Alright. Metal Gear Solid complete. Let's now head due north for another one. There's so many in such a small space around here. Here it is. Now, got it. Alright, now we head like slightly southeast, but mostly east. Form another one by the river. Alright, there's a hatcher, which I hopefully did not anger there. Alright, I see it. Ooh. Jetpack fuel is getting very low. Also, there's a cave down there. I should explore that. Okay. I did not see you. And it's gonna need heat sinks. Alright. Alright, there are 2 hogs. I can use this tree as cover. And... okay, I shot that one out of the sky. That hit. Ouch. They're good at getting me around the tree. Oof. Alright. I've gotten a lot of good hits in. They seem to be struggling on the collision. Take this opportunity to get a couple more shots. Alright, I think that one might be dead. That one is dead. Alright. Battle complete. I guess there's this guy. I'm gonna need to, like, craft some heat sinks, which I think I should be able to do. I hope I'll be able to. Alright. Let's see here. Craft some heat sinks. Crafting bench, crafting bench, crafting bench. Heat sink, yes. I am able to craft some heat sinks. I don't know how many I needed, like 15. I also need to keep an eye on my filters so that I do not start dying of radiation. I think it was 15. It was 17. Dang it. Alright, 2 more. Not a big deal. Please. Alright. So that is that. Now we head south to this, which I don't know if I would make it all the way there, so I'm going to get a nice convenient foundation to stand on real quick. And I don't see anything. So I'm just going to grab it real quick. And I'm not actually sure. This could be one of 2 hard drives. Alright, so there's another one down there, which is that giant pillar. Head on over. Ooh, purple power slug. I'll grab one of those if it's undefended. Don't mind if I do. Alright, so we're gonna have to get... Please. Alright, let's get up there. Another radioactive hog and multiple spitters. Oh, this is gonna suck. Where is the actual thing? It's right over here. I might be able to stealth it. I am able to stealth it. Yoink. Alright. Now there's another one due east. Oh, this has been very efficient. Aside from the couple of deaths, we've been collecting a lot of hard drives very quickly. Alright. Is this guarded? It doesn't look like it. I need 10 casings, which I just need to grab. Alright. Now what? I need to find somewhere not in a cloud of poison. Oh, here's a summer sloop. Hopefully you're just gonna grab that without issue. Alright, we seem to be... Alright, that's still a minute away. I need to click that. Alright, we seem to be mostly clear. There are a couple more in the danger zone, but we keep heading east of here and we get into a different biome, which I think is safer. So I'm here. The next one is like... Oh gosh, it's hard to tell with the map. It's like here somewhere maybe. Wait, no. That sticker is that. Which means it's like here maybe. Well, let's just head east. It's hard because I haven't been to this area before, which means the map is all blacked out. And I cannot see. I do see it visibly though. I would love to just like see a geyser somewhere, because that would allow me to get power and turn on a radar. Alright. We're here. Hopefully we can stealth grab it. We can. And we're out. I saw a Mercer Sphere, so I'm going to drop down and grab that. Oh, this has been going well. Alright. I head... What, ma'am is finished. Gotta start up another one or it'll take forever. Alright, so if I head south... I'm here, right? Yes. So I need to head south to pick up like another 2 there. And then I'll be headed like circling around back up to this area. It's a bit awkward. I grabbed one like sort of in the middle of 2 bunches that I haven't gotten yet. Alright, is it gonna be up on this pillar? Gotta be something up here, right? Just a power slug? Just a power slug. It's also otherwise undefended, so I will grab it. So that means this is the wrong pillar, but the right pillar is right over here. And is very heavily guarded. I'm not going to be able to grab this one with stealth. Okay, this is bad. I don't really have a good place to stand while I shoot, which means, I guess, being mobile, which is a lot more stressful. And there are 3 of them, which is so many. Why are there just so many hogs? At least these aren't radioactive hogs. They're just regular adult hogs. But again, 3 is just like a ridiculous number. And the thing is, like, it's really hard to keep track of them to focus fire while also moving. Ooh. That's one down. Actually, did they all jump off? I think they all jumped off. Well, that was a lucky break. We went from fighting 3 giant hogs to fighting 0 giant hogs in the space of like 10 seconds. Alright, I'm going to grab some of these pale berries. Because you can never have too much food. And then our next stop is along here. It's this one. Please don't be heavily guarded. Please don't be heavily guarded. It's heavily guarded. Of course. Alright, maybe I can sneak in. Nope. They see me. Alright. Fortunately, I have a ledge I can use as cover. And I didn't actually check to see that there's nothing horrifying sneaking up on me, but I'm just going to assume that there isn't. Alright, they all seem to be conflicted on how to proceed. Now, getting hits on the small ones, like, they die super easily. They also aren't really a meaningful threat. They also tend to move around a lot more. They're a lot smaller targets. Why are there so many small hogs? I'm just going to fire off into the distance and hope to get some lucky hits. Where did the adult hog even go? I have not seen it in a while. Alright, I think it's probably safe. I need cooling systems. Give me a stack of those. And we grab that. And our next destination is far to the north. I'm getting into a very oceany part of the map. Alright, that's where the giant hogs went. I'm going to just try to snipe this Mercer Sphere out from under their noses. Alright, grabbed, and judging by that sound, not a second to spare. But we are off. And allegedly there are a couple of hard drives out among here. This place is somehow even more ominous than like the previous scary places I've been. It seems very dead and sad. There's the hard drive. Yeah, I don't know why this place is giving me like New Phyrexia vibes in a very unpleasant way. Alright, that guy has seen me. They've all seen me, and I need to grab something out of my inventory to grab the hard drive. Yep, okay. How did that hit me? How did that hit me? Alright. The hatcher is a problem. Alright, I need to land for a bit. Alright, surely it's almost dead. Alright, that's clear. And we can sneak up on the hatcher and deal with it easily enough now. Alright, now we need to grab heavy modular frames. And that worked out strangely, but okay. Do we have... Nope, still 2 minutes. I get 2 in the zone to be able to notice the man completing when I'm fighting, which means I have to check regularly. Now there should be another one in this general vicinity. Grab this purple power slug while that hog isn't looking. Alright, so somewhere in this... There it is. I was going to say somewhere in this general vicinity is a hard drive, and I need to find it. Oh, it's guarded by multiple giant spiders. Oh, and something sees me. Yep, okay. Well, I was planning on trying to do some strategizing before rushing in, but I guess we're just fighting now. Alright. That's medium spider down. Medium spider down. Now we need to tangle with the giant spider. Which... I don't know, maybe I can stealth. I need more turbo motors. I need to do this fast. Give me... Quickly, we got it. Alright. We got it. And the next one I'm going to go for is north. Oh, that's right, past the giant spider. Go around it. A man has just finished. Okay, multiple giant spiders have just spawned in right next to me. So now we just need 2 evasive maneuvers. And get going as fast as possible. Alright, surely they won't follow me that far. I'll grab this power slug. Turn the MAM on. And start heading north. They are still chasing me for some reason. Hopefully I can lose them here. There should be... Alright, I see another hard drive. Gosh, I've grabbed a lot of hard drives today. Grab the power slug. Can never hurt to have. Alright. I would love to be able to stealthily kill this hatcher. Alright, the hatcher is down. The spitter saw me, but fortunately sucks at aiming. So they're able to get away with it. I hear another hatcher. Of course there was another hatcher on the other side. Why wouldn't there be? Let's check. That requires something I do not recognize. What on earth is that? Is that... Where am I? I'm here? A superposition oscillator. Alright, well, that's an L. There should be one south of me that I can get. I can't craft superposition oscillators, unfortunately. So there should be one here that just requires like silica crystals or something. If I can find it. Alright. It's east of me. Where on earth? Can I land on this? I can. It should be like literally right here. Am I blind? No, there's a tree in the way. And it is heavily guarded. I'm going to do a quick flyby. Oh, there's also a hatcher there. I did not see the hatcher. Alright, maybe I can lure the hogs away from it. Oh, giant spider. Giant spider see me. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Still chasing me. At least I can get some snipes in on hatchers. Wait, I can lead. The giant spiders will fight the other things. Alright. So that should be fine, actually. But is it just me, or is that giant spider in particular, like, way larger than normal? Okay, it's coming for me. It is very much coming after me. Oh, this is just a random spider there, of course. Oh no. I almost got stuck in the water again. Please, just die. Uh-huh. Yep. Oh, this is hell. This is actually like the worst thing ever. Well, I'm gonna get another couple snipes in on this hatcher. Okay. Oh, it's just so stressful having like almost no HP at all times because the game just doesn't let you be tanky at all ever. And also, like, the spiders are almost as quick as you and can jump. Oh, that's uncomfortably close. Yep. I'm gonna have to reload. I only have 4 shots left. And I've barely even gotten a couple hits on the giant spiders. Alright. Alright, that did not work. That did not work out at all. That was catastrophic. Oh, it's caught up to me, and I'm stuck. I'm stuck on the geometry. Oh, I'm gonna die. Still, by the way, haven't been able to refuel. I have literally 2 shots left. Okay, rebar. Alright. Alright, I've managed to restock. Gosh, it sure would be nice if they, like, took fall damage to punish them from just jumping around infinitely forever. Surely the hatcher is almost dead. I've gotten so many shots on it. Alright, that's 1 hatcher down. The giant spiders, the real threats, are still here. Yup. Okay, there's another hatcher here, of course. Okay. Here's another hatcher, which I'm going to need to clear eventually. It would be very nice if the spiders would just leave me alone for, like, not that long. Alright. Oh, it was quartz crystals, not silicon. But I got it. Alright. I got it.
Fix-It always did underestimate the power of a single cosmic ray flipping the right bit at the wrong time.
Alright. This entire thing has been a nightmare. Okay, there's one that requires silica in northeast. Alright. I'm not sure where the spiders went off to, but I seem to have lost them, at least temporarily. It would be convenient if I didn't re-find them. Okay. Is that the hard drive? Yes, it is. Alright. There's a hog there. I might be able to sneak in. Oh, no. Alright. I was actually just surrounded by hogs. Alright. Good news is it's just hogs. And I seem to have lured them away. Now, if I can just move quickly enough, I should be able to grab this, grab it, and go. Pick up some turbo motors, I guess. Okay. We're clear. A man research finished. So I can run that. And then at this point we head north, because north is the direction of not the swamp, but another starter area. Apparently there is a hard drive here. I do not see the actual box. Where is the hard drive's actual box? And what is it going to need? Oh, it's going to need power? How much power? 85? Could do that with biofuel, I guess. I'm going to need to find it. Alright, here's the actual box. needs 85. Alright, I'm gonna try to... Alright. I got the babies down fast. Which will make fighting the adult much easier. Okay. Just keep a bit of a distance, get up here, that'll help. Oh, it hit me. It hit me. I am near death. Give me food. Alright. You're healed up. Where is he? I hear him, but I don't see him. Oh, is it just this baby left? Where did you even come from? Alright. I think that's clear. I need 85 megawatts, which is like 3 biomass burners. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hook them all up to a power grid. Power grid up to the pod. Grab the hard drive. Okay. I'll grab some of those, I guess. Yeah, unsurprisingly, it instantly blew up. Alright, how am I doing? They're just like... There's the northeast starter area. And that's... And there's just like a few scattered ones that I missed passing through. Ooh. There's a geyser. That's actually huge. Let me set you up. I am getting shot at now. Hop up here. Surely you won't be able to hit me up here. Radar tower. Power line. Alright. That's cool. We have this area radared up at least, but I think it is time to head home. We've been doing this we have been hard drive hunting for more than an hour. And yeah, we've been hard drive hunting for more than an hour. We have a lot of hard drives. This should be enough to get me everything I need. Now I just need to head on back. Which I guess we'll head back via this way because it's taking me through unexplored territory. There's another hard drive actually, just 25 heat sinks. You can do that. It can be a bit annoying because I'm going to have to craft them manually. Where? Heat sink, heat sink, heat sink. I'm gonna have to craft these manually, but it will get me another hard drive. And at this point, I'm not like going out of my way to look for them, but if I stumble across one like I did here, I may as well get it done. Right. Well, the bad news is we spent like half the stream. The stream is titled Turbo Motor Factory, and we spent like half the stream not doing that. That's a bit of a whoopsie on my part. But we have our heat sinks. And now we get that. And we continue on heading this way. Now the question is going to become, do I... Oh, there's another one. Alright. That's sort of an awkward place to stop since there was a giant spider on it, but... And it is apparently very capable of chasing me. Jeez, alright. Alright, well those two are going to fight. And the giant spider is just going to straight up knock the spitter off of the map. And then I kill the giant spider, and the hard drive is mine for the taking. Alright. Another very successful, very convenient grab. Why is there even a spitter there? Like, you're not protecting anything. Is that another hard drive that I see? Jeez. Who needs a map to find hard drive? Just fly in any direction and you will find 3 within like 5 minutes. Apparently. Alright, this one is quite well guarded. Fortunately, the hatchers are small. Which means they're only 2 shots. Alright, I have stopped midair. And I'm going to land right in front of the hog. Alright. We're clear. What? Did he teleport? Or is he just very difficult to see? I think he's just very difficult to see. And now the hatchers are starting to catch up to me. The hatchlings, rather. Let's knock a couple of them out of the air. I think I got all of the hatchling babies. And I'm not sure where the hog went, but it seems to have fallen off of the ledge. So I'm going to grab that real quick. And then get a move on before wherever the hog finds me again. Alright. Is that another one off there in the distance? No, that's just weird, mysterious alien nonsense. Okay, a mam has finished, so I will land on this mushroom. And scan another hard drive. Now, was that anything? Yes, there was a summer sloop in all of that poison. And a giant spider. Okay, yep. Did you jump off the world? I think you jumped off the pillar. Cool. Works for me. Summer sloop acquired. Up here, there's just a purple power slug. That is not worth the effort. Alright, I see a Mercer sphere. Up here. And I think I heard another spider trying to jump at me to its inevitable demise. Alright, give me this. Cool. Oh, I love having Mercer Spheres. I'm going to be able to upgrade them and still have enough left over for use. That's going to be cool. Alright. And I can see we have made it back. I can see belts off in the distance, and we're getting closer. Alright. That was an incredibly profitable hard driving. That might have been my best hard drive gathering session ever. I got like 20, probably like 25 of them. And I think I caught most of them in most of the places I visited. Now obviously I'm nowhere near perfect, but very good. Where is this? Oh, this is the computer. Is it? Oh no, this is the quartz setup. Right, and further to the east than I normally am. Obviously the computer stuff is way up that way. Alright. So we are almost returned. I'm fairly certain I've gotten all the hard drives in this area. It would be very silly for me to have missed any. There are quite a few awkwardly close to my base to the east, but not this close. Not by a long shot. Alright, we are back at the main base. And now we need to check out what all we actually got with these hard drives. Alright. All sorts of stuff. Silicon high-speed connectors, charcoal, cable stuff, automated speed wiring. Alright, well, I'm just gonna let that run for a bit. In the meanwhile, did I use up all of my turbo motors? I have 36 in my inventory and 0 in the... Alright. Well, in that case, I am unable to complete the particle enrichment research. So now let's check on what this stream is actually about, which is the turbo motor. So I did not end up getting the turbo electric motor recipe, which means I have to use this backup recipe, which, alright, it's going to require, as usual, a lot of random junk combined in a very confusing way. So, let's see. Things we need a lot of are... We need a lot of, like, a bunch of things. I don't remember this being this bad. Did I turn anything off that I shouldn't have? recycled rubber. Steel rod, I know I have that. And all base recipes. Alright. This is pretty much just what it is. So I need 100 nitrogen gas. Alright, so the things I need a lot of are nitrogen, iron, and bauxite. Everything else I can probably... No, I'll drone in pretty much everything except the nitrogen and the water. I think that will be a lot easier unless... What was I using for nitrogen? It's like, I was using this one down here. Yeah. I think I will continue using the blue crater for this. And actually I might be able to... I might just... How much cooling system do I need? I might just break my rules and use some of my existing cooling systems. And I'll see when we get down there. It would probably simplify things a lot. Alright, this is going to be a long hypertube ride, so get comfy. Grab some snacks as we are heading from all the way north to all the way south. And off we go. Good old hypertube rides. The upside is that they let you not focus on moving for the whole journey. The downside is that if I'm not focusing on moving, I'm using like 80% less of my brain than normal, and I don't know what to do with it. So bringing in like 80 iron and 90 bauxite is a lot, but it's probably not going to break the drone system, I don't think. I think the drone system should be able to handle that pretty easily. Like the barrier I put at 60 was purely arbitrary, so I don't feel too bad about that. We are going. It is quite a ways. And there's an unnamed drone port. Alright. Down another cliff, and we get to go really fast again. I think that was this part where I had to fight over for ages. Like there were just horrible monsters there at all times. And I needed to build the tube through there, and I had to fight them to get time to build it. We are pretty much almost there, I think. Just all downhill from here. And we get spat out right here at the cooling system factory. And a man is finished. Infused uranium and molten steel. I see you down there. I don't think that's practical at all. I think it's going to be easier to just take the shots regularly. Alright. Lots of fighting today. There's a Mercer... I literally built a foundation directly over a Mercer sphere and did not notice. Okay. That's reasonable. Also, these hatchlings are not leaving me alone. Please. Alright. Nope, it is still alive. And it is seemingly clipped into the Mercer sphere. But I have killed it. So I will grab the Mercer sphere. Alright, and the Great Collectathon somehow continues, despite the fact that I thought it was done. Alright. So let's, first of all, check. That's still at like 640. I think it was at 640 when I left, so it's probably, that tells me it's probably stable. Alright. In terms of cooling system production, we are making like 5. How many do I need? I need 4? Alright. Add input. Cooling system 4. And somehow that didn't make it much simpler. I mean, it helped a little. It certainly helped a little. And it did bring down the numbers. So bauxite is officially below the point where I need to worry about it. And is nitrogen gone? Was the nitrogen just for the cooling system? Looks like it. Alright, that's cool. So let's set up a factory here. Is that? Surely I've grabbed that hard drive, right? Surely I've grabbed it. Yes, I have. Alright, cool. Alright, let's check what resources we have available here already from our pre-existing drone ports. We have crude oil, we have bauxite, we have nitrogen gas, but that doesn't matter. Is it just those two, crude oil, bauxite? Okay. Well, that's still pretty helpful. So I guess we'll make this a second floor to this factory. Which, please. Man, what is this? Why? Oh, right. This is unpackaging the crude oil and turning it into pipes. All right. So let's, first of all, right, so we need to swap to hover pack mode, get a wall up, get the wall a bit higher, and turn this into a second floor for the turbo motor factory. Alright, that's like approximately correct. Now we just need to get the stuff onto... Now we just need to get everything on, so we take this, convenient splitter, which I somehow... Alright, first of all, I guess we should probably upgrade this to a faster belt, just to make sure that it can carry everything. Alright. We need a floor hole right above me here. Like that. Alright, then we get that in. And we realize we built it backwards, because of course we did. Oh no, that's the wrong button. R is to reverse. Alright, so that goes in, and we have our oil on our new floor. Then we do the same thing here. That goes in. We need a floor hole right above me here. And that doesn't quite line up apparently, but it is close enough. We're going to need to upgrade this belt, because otherwise it will not be able to carry the bauxite for both. Alright, so we have that. We have that. Now we need the drone ports for the copper, deuterium, quartz, iron, and coal, which sure is a lot of things. If I did not have drone ports, I would be in excruciating pain right now. As it is mildly annoying. Alright, so drone ports, and I missed a row in the middle. So we got coal, we've got iron, we've got quartz, we've got more space, apparently. Drone ports are huge. We've got deuterium. And we've got copper, and bauxite, crude oil are here already, and we're just going to have to bring water up as well. So now I need to craft a bunch of portable miners, because the drones need them for some reason. I will never understand it, but they do. 8, 9, 10 is probably enough. By the way, did a man finish? No, but it's literally 20 seconds away. Alright, well let's put the drones in all of these. That's going to pretty significantly increase my fuel usage in the short term, but speaking of which, I need to preemptively grab some, because I'm going to have to wait for it to refill. Alright, radio connection unit might be helpful. I don't know. Alright, so let's set these up. So we have turbo motor, coal supplier, and we need to get power up here. Why are you a Mark 1 power pole? Alright, So now we can power all of these guys on and use up really quite a lot of power to do so, but it's fine. Wire is too long, so we will put that in there. And that power pole is not in the way of anything, somehow. Alright, so then we just tell this to go to coal source. Where is coal source? Am I blind? There it is. Alright, then this one we say turbo motor iron supplier. Give it 100 fuel, and we tell it to go to iron source. Gosh, it sure is fuel hungry, these things, to get them set up. So this is turbo motor quartz supplier. Give them 100 fuel. Tell them to go to the quartz source. And off it goes. We need probably more fuel. So this is turbo motor deuterium supplier. Give it a load of fuel. Tell it to go to... Oh gosh, deuterium source is one of the ones that didn't get named. Hang on. I gotta find this. Where is deuterium source? I'm fairly certain I set up a deuterium source, but oh right, a deuterium fuel supplier is this one, which means it is Scheifel. Alright, I'm gonna have to fly over and name that at some point. And this one is turbo motor copper supplier. Tell it to go to copper source and give it a stack of fuel, and off it goes. Alright, now we need to get water, which is 182. Also, I guess put these conveyor lifts in just to say that this is technically done. Now let's grab some water. Production, water extractor. And I need 180 water input, so this is enough. And the pipeline can come up over the edge, I guess. And let's get a Mark II pump in. And another Mark 1 pump at the top just to get it over the edge. Alright, now we hook all of these up to... Easily just have a power pole right here. Alright, water is now being pumped up onto the foundation, which we should see there. It should be 240, which should be more than enough. Yep, the first pump has started. So this pump will start, and then we'll have water on the foundation. Now let's drag these conveyor belts out of here just so I can see when everything is started. The iron one will need to be upgraded because it's using more than 60, but yeah, alright, so some of them have already managed to return. The iron and the coal. So iron is upgraded to tier 2 belts. The other ones are returning with their first loads. Alright. So we have everything either on the foundation or just waiting on a drone to show up. In fact, these two have arrived at the same time, probably because of distance. Yep, so there's Caterium. Here comes copper, which I think would be around here somewhere. I don't know, it's so hard to see them coming before they actually make it. But, now we have all the resources. Let's start doing some production. And golly, this is gonna suck. There's just so much. There's just so many little steps. So many, like, oh, a third of a refinery of Caterium, 2/3 of a refinery of heavy oil residue. Oh boy. Well, nothing to do but to get started, I guess. So let's start with the crude oil, which needs to be unpackaged. Unpackaged oil. Unpackaged oil, and then we take another sink. Where's this sink? Alright, so that goes in there. And then we have a refinery, which this feeds directly into. And I need this to produce 19.767. Thank you for normal ratios, he says sarcastically. And this is going to produce 0.659. No, I typed that wrong. No, obviously 65.9. It's in percentage, not decimals. Alright, the man is finished. And giving me nitro rocket fuel, which is actually possible to make at the moment. It takes coal and sulfur, produces compacted coal. Alright, that's sort of a a weird thing to do, but whatever. Alright, so then this refinery needs to be powered. And let's see. The heavy oil residue is being used for two things. So first, we need to deal with the polymer resin, which will come out and be used to make residual rubber along with water. So let's get a refinery in for that. And the first of probably very many water pipes doing silly things, because water is used in like every recipe at some point. Alright, so then this is set to residual rubber at how much production? Okay, what? 32.9, and is powered on. And I think that somehow makes it all the way to be used in the final turbo motor recipe. Somehow. I don't know, but we have that. Next, we take the heavy oil residue, and it is going to be used for... Why is everything overlapping on this schematic? Petroleum coke for electro-aluminum scrap, and also diluted fuel. Let's get a bunch of space set up. So this refinery can go there, this refinery can go there, and we have this pipe run like that, and feed into both of them. And have petroleum coke at 16%, and this is diluted fuel. Oh no, this is a blender, obviously. And I knew that diluted fuel uses blenders. Diluted fuel. And you're going to need both pipes, so this actually does need to go back to there. And the diluted fuel is set to 39.9. Yeah, these ratios would be like impossible to find manually. This is why you use calculators. Alright. So now I need to bring the water over to the diluted fuel. So let's just allow the water to continue being incredibly cursed. can come along like that. And then down and in. Alright, so that's that. I think that's what we'll do for this at the moment. Next up, we should go back and deal with the bauxite, which is used in 2 different versions for some reason. So, I need 2 refineries. One set to alumina solution and the other set to sloppy alumina. And both of these are going to need water. So I'll grab some water. And pack that along. And you go down and in. No, not a merger. A splitter, thank you. You go into the splitter and into both machines. And let's see here. The alumina solution is set to 35.2%. The sloppy alumina is set to 6.4%. And they're going to need to be powered on, as is that thing over there, I guess. Alright. Then we take the alumina solution. What is the silica? Alright, the silica is for some nonsense later. But it is for a purpose, so that's this one, right? Yes, this one is making silica. So we'll have that go out and then around. And then we'll have this pipe feeding these alumina solutions out. And this alumina solution will go around here to the what's it called? Petroleum coke. Where they will be used to make electrode aluminum scrap. So let's get a refinery in here for that. Was it this one? Yes. So that leads directly in there. That pipe goes in, and you are set to 32%. And power pole. Where is a power pole? There's one. There you go. Alright. And the water from this has to go into the diluted fuel water for some reason. Alright, so then this pipe goes around here. And then up into there, where hopefully it'll magically get priority for unknown reasons. Which I can probably force by putting an unpowered pump in. Alright, the MAM is finished again. Electromagnetic connection rod or leached iron ingots. Don't know about either of those. Alright. What's next? This is making diluted fuel, which is going to need to get out of here, I guess. I think we're going to make a second floor, which means it's time to abandon all of that and move on to dealing with the copper. That is just the next thing up along the list. Alright, so copper gets combined with water to make pure copper ingots. It's a single refinery job. That can go there. Alright, we need to get the water over here somehow. I'm so glad I'm very good at making neat, organized factories. It's a skill that I use regularly, as I'm sure you can tell. I mean, this is going to cause all sorts of problems. Alright, pure copper ingots. Power that on. And set it to 94.7. And then we take those and we use them in another couple of things. Let's continue growing this out. Alright, so now we need a refinery. Which needs to have access to copper and water. I think actually I'll do it over this way. Like so. The copper needs to be split because it's being used for something else as well. So it goes like that. Then we grab water from the water pipe. And we bring it along and in. And tell you to make steamed copper sheets. And power that on. And then we combine the copper sheets with the silica from back there to make silicon circuit boards. Which feels like something to do on the next level up, honestly. Alright. So we have that. The next thing we need to do on this floor is Caterium, which will come along over this way under that water pipe, which it is going to use because I need... Alright, I guess that has to come out like that, then that goes in there. So now I need water going in there, and this set to pure Caterium, and powered on. And I set this to 29.9. So now we have Caterium ingots, and copper. Now we can set down an assembler. Which can be right there, and make fused quick wire. Let's get a power pole back here for convenience. And next up, we turn water and quartz into pure quartz crystal. So that can come along and out. And that goes in. That goes in. That goes there. And pure quartz crystal. And set it to 19%. No, it needs 10 a minute, not 9.97. Hooray, rounding. Alright. That's that. Next up is the iron, which has to be made into pure iron. This factory is very silly. I've broken like half a dozen rules of how I do this. Alright, the pure iron is 2.25 refineries. Actually, the input manifold is perfectly acceptable here. Alright, so then that goes in there. And you get set to pure iron, you get set to pure iron. You got some power. Hook them up. That doesn't need to be Mark 2, but I set it there anyway. And we need to hook the water up. Which I'm surprised that 182 water is enough. Seems like we're using it for basically everything. But it's not in large numbers. Alright, let's build this out a bit. Alright, so now we take the pure iron and we... So the next thing we have to do is combine the pure iron with some coal to make solid steel. So let's get the coal over to there. And keep it going underneath the pipes. Alright. Now I have that. Oh, we actually need to overclock one of these by a small amount. 2.255. Alright. Now we set up some mergers. No, not like that. Don't ever do that. Alright. Now we have a fair amount of iron, in fact enough to need a Mark III belt. So the iron gets split. Some of it goes to a solid steel foundry. Command is finished. Gotta keep those running. What did I get? Turbo electric motor. Cool, I think I could have used that. I think that was like one of the default option it gave me is like, hey, this is the one you should use, was turbo electric motor. But I chose not to use it because I didn't have it at the time, and now I have it. Which is very funny. Alright, so then you are set to solid steel. And 37.5. Alright, the next thing the iron is used for is a row of constructors. So let's get, how many do I need? I need basically 4. The last one is something different, but alright, so I need 2.84 iron wire. So this is set to 84.4%, but probably 19 is going to be better. And then this is set to iron pipe, which needs 24 instead of 25. Where there's the power pole. And we'll set it there. And call those guys up. And that's probably gonna need to be faster belts. And that last one needs to not connect. Alright. So now we have 64 wire, which means Mark II belts. And the pipes and the wire just immediately get used for stators. So I'll hook them into that. Oh no, it is a manifold of stators actually. Let's get an assembler manifold in. Give it some space. Alright, steel pipes go under and in there. No, not like that. And then that goes in there. These get set to stators and stators. And then powered on. And then meanwhile, this foundry here gets us some steel ingots, which get used in some constructors. Which we'll point this way for fun. For steel rods and steel rods. And, oh, did I not? I don't think I underclocked this one. Yeah, so you are at 60%. You're at 100%. Then over here to steel rods, you are at 87.5%. Alright, Then these steel rods here. Are these not working? I mean, that manifold is going to take forever to figure itself out. Alright, these steel rods here. Then get... Why are we using regular old screw recipe? 5 constructors of screws, I guess. Seems like it would be easier to do that like any other way, but 1, 2, 3, 4, and I put them in backwards, but I'm too lazy to tear them down and fix it, so they're just going to be backwards. So these rods can go around. And back here. And please. Alright, I guess it doesn't like that. So I'll have to go around and in. This is... Right. This factory is getting increasingly silly. Let's hook those up. So, these are set to regular old screw recipe for some reason. What? I didn't even know I had a flashlight. Very cool. How do I turn the flashlight off? B. Got it. Alright. Now I power these on. And it is conveniently exactly 5, so no need for underclocking or anything. And then we have that. And then we take some of the rods out and bring them over there. And surely there's a better way of making rotors. There must be a better way of making rotors, but apparently not. This can be tier 1 belts. These need to be tier 3 belts. And you are set to make... Gosh, it sure does get harder to find them the more stuff is in here. I remember back when rotors were like the only thing in the assembler. Alright. So that is then just 2 productions of rotors. And then these are the stators. Alright. Well, that's going to be a problem for the next floor, I think. Have I used everything to some extent? What is this? Quartz crystal? Alright. I believe I've done something with every basic resource. So now let's make a second floor. Get everything up there. Yes, technically this is a 3rd floor. Alright. Let's figure out where all of this stuff is. So over here we have aluminum scrap and fuel. So we need a logistics pipeline floor hole in here. Like this one, roughly central. And up you go. Let's get the man running. What did I get? Super state computer and biocoal. Alright. Let's run another one. And now let's go back here. And I think the lift has to go like there. And I think it's going to need to be Mark 3. Right? No. It's only 96 actually. So Mark 2 would be good enough. Alright, so we have that. We have that. It's going to need a pump, of course. And the pump is going to need to be powered. And speaking of power, I'm going to need to get power up onto this floor as well. Alright, so we have fuel, we have scrap, we have rubber. So let's bring that out like there. Put a floor hole in. And a lift. And this doesn't quite line up properly. But that's fine. Alright. So that's that. Alright, what else is there left unfinished? The silica. Wait, I was supposed to use the silica, right? Gosh. The silica... No, I just made this... I just made the sheets. I have not attached them in yet. So the silica needs to go up to the next floor. Let's bring this foundation over there. And put the floor hole like anywhere in there. And attach it in. And that's silica. Alright, this one didn't have any byproducts. So I think that's this corner all sorted out. Now we head over here. And we have copper sheets and wire to bring up. Are you sure that fused quick wire? No, not fused wire, fused quick wire. What? Do I not? Do I not have the fused quick wire recipe unlocked? That would be a bit of a wrinkle. Fused quick wire. Alright. Well, that was potentially a catastrophe. Fused quick wire. And 47.8. Alright, so now We get that. We get that. We get that. Get down the mam. It would have been super awkward if that was like one of the 3 recipes that I didn't have rolled quite yet. But I could have re-rolled for it and probably gotten it. I have a ton of re-rolls available after all. Alright, let's put that in, get rid of you. And that's 22.5, so that's plenty. Alright, next we come back over here. And we bring up whatever that was producing, which I've forgotten. I think. Yeah, no, I just simply cannot remember what was coming out of this. Quartz crystals. Alright, cool. Now we have those. Next, we head over here to get my fused quick wire out. How much is this? 43, which means tier 1 is good enough. Alright, you can stick out a little bit so I can see. Alright. Next, we have all of this. Which really I may have done a bit more work on the iron side of things than I did on some of the others. Doesn't really matter, but it is what it is. Alright, so then you get a floor hole like there. And in you go. The rods are fully used up, I believe. Which means we need to grab just these rotors. Alright. Let's put that like there, just so there's plenty of room. And hook that in. And get rotors. Alright, I see a red. Why are you red? Do you not have power? Yes. Alright, cool. So that is easy enough to fix. Also, I believe these belts need to be upgraded. No, I think they already were. Cool. Alright, well, random bug fixing aside, now I have all this stuff up. I guess the first thing to do is actually bring these out. And we combine the rotors and the stators to make motors. Which will just be a single assembler. Boom, boom, motor, and 80%, so that's 4. And power it on. Alright, what's the next thing? We have steamed copper sheets and silica. Alright, copper sheets and silica combine to make silicon circuit boards. So those are the copper sheets, that's the silica. So somewhere in here, we slap down an assembler. And that's the only thing either of those are used for, right? Yes. Cool. Makes that nice and simple. Another MAM is done. Gives us flexible framework and leached copper, neither of which I particularly care about. It's nice to have. Alright. So those are done, those are done. Alright, what is going on with the quick wire? Alright, so the quick wire is going to need some other steps from the fuel side of things first. Alright, what on earth? Alright, so we take diluted fuel and we do some recycling. Is that really how that works? Okay. I guess that is really how that works. So this is the fuel. I think I'm going to need to jumpstart this with some initial plastic or rubber. But let's get... It's not a manifold of refineries, it is 2 single refineries. Probably facing them opposite directions like that will help. Not really, I'm gonna have to pump this fuel all the way around. Alright, so then we have recycled rubber, recycled plastic. Recycled rubber is set to 84.8. Recycled plastic is set to 48.2. Those both get power. They're both getting fuel. So now I guess we just dump some rubber and plastic in to get them started. And then they need to feed into each other. Although I think they're also going to need to split off. So like that. And we should make this pipe go up a bit to leave space. And then over here on the other side, we have to do the same thing. And again, we're going to need a splitter. And again, we're going to need to change the pipes to work better. And then you go up and then down. And then you have to be attached in like that. Alright. Well, that's not going to work until I figure out whatever is going on with the fuel, but we have it in now, so that's cool. So we have plastic and rubber now. And did I ever take the silica and copper sheets? Apparently I did, but I didn't actually do anything with it. Alright, so then that is set to 64%. Alright, what else do we have? Quick wire is going to need rubber and circuit boards to make computers, and plastic to make AI limiters. So I can do the quick wire now. Alright, why is this fuel not working? No heavy oil residue. Why is the heavy oil residue not working? No crude oil. Why is the crude oil not working? Because I never hooked that up. Alright. I am very bad at remembering to power on the sink. That should cause that whole thing to kick into gear. Now, where was I? Quick wire and plastic make circuit boards. Alright, so the quick wire comes over. And we need an assembler that can just be plopped down anywhere. And you are going to make plastic AI limiters with a production of 1 per minute. And you will be powered on. Alright. Now we take the rubber, combine it with the quick wire, which actually I'm going to need to split the quick wire. So let's have that in. That go there, that go there, this come around here. So quick wire, circuit board plus rubber makes computers. Alright, so here we have the circuit boards. They're going to come up and over, and then along, and then up, and over. So, for the computer we need a manufacturer, and we also need space. Alright, so manufacturer is in, and it needs quick wire, boom. It needs rubber, which is going to need to be split. Boom. And it needs these circuit boards. So now I can make a Criterion computer. Power it on. Alright, now we have computers. Now I need to take the AI limiters, quartz crystal, and rubber to make a crystal oscillator. So AI limiters are here, rubber is there, oscillators are over there, or quartz crystals are over there. So let's get this manufacturer down. Another man recipe is finished, which has given me some more stuff, which I could swear I had automated speed wiring. It must have been in something I already used. Alright. Crystal oscillator insulated. So we have rubber. We have AI limiters. Up and over some stuff. And in. And quartz crystals are the last ingredient here. Up. And over some stuff. Oh boy. I shouldn't be doing this way. It's very silly of me. But now it's all plugged in. This is set to 53.3%. No, not 0.999. Just give it 1. Alright, then we have computer, which is this, crystal oscillator, which is this, and we need to make some aluminum casings, which is just going to be some smelters and then some constructors off of this. So let's grab some space. Alright, blueprints, smelter manifold, and pure aluminum ingot, 60%. Power that on, power that on. And then we feed them into a constructor, which takes the aluminum and makes aluminum casings. We need 32 of them. And of course we need power. Alright, so now we have casings, computers, and oscillators. We can set down a manufacturer. Take those. Those. And these to make a radio control unit. And power it on. set this to 80%. Alright, and now finally, we need to take the motors, the RCU, some rubber. That's this rubber, in fact. And the cooling systems from downstairs to finish off turbo motor production. Alright, so now we get manufacturer. So these RCUs are step 1. And in they go. This rubber over here is step 2. It's like a weirdly small amount of rubber for this, but what do I know? Oh, the eventual future video where I make this look nice is going to be... it's not going to be one video. This is going to be like, probably like 20 shorts. Alright, I should just set that to turbo motor. Alright, and I also need to grab some more rubber because, as I expected, so yeah, that has to go there. Get the rest of that rubber in. And then we need to grab these motors. And we are really about to run out of iron plates. Yep, first thing I do next stream, I am upgrading the dimensional storage. For now, I will use Mark II belts for no reason. Alright, and then that is in. And then the final thing is the cooling system. So I am producing 5 a minute of them. So instead of this, I need to take the sink apart. So I need to go center overflow, left any. And then I need another smart splitter. Which does something like that. Wait, hang on. I need to split between... Okay, no, this is not right. Because if I have a sink in there, that won't happen. So the first step... Alright, so the very first thing needs to be splitting between everything else and the sink. So this might be a bit cramped, but... So we go... No, not regular splitter. It has to be a smart splitter. Smart splitter there. Left is any. Right is overflow. Center is none. So right is overflow and feeds into a sink, which will be powered on. Wait, no, that's not right still. So now, this is center any right overflow, and then this overflow loops back around in to the storage, which we should see happen right now. Yep. And now this path we will take all the way up to the top, which is this. Which we'll need to power it on, I guess, as well. And then we just have a conveyor floor hole here. We have that come all the way over. We have that go down 2 steps. And then come out and attach in. And just like that. Well, not just like that. We still need to hook that in and set this to 1 a minute. Alright, and now I can set up the dimensional storage, and if everything were functioning properly, which I can pretty clearly tell it isn't, then this would be finished. Dimensional storage there. Conveyor belt in. Smart splitter. And sink. Not that it won't be like a year of real time before this sink ever sees any use, because this is literally 1 a minute. But alright, mission accomplished. Now we need to go see what is wrong. The cooling systems are working, they're just they're just taking a while to show up. The motors are working, the rubber is working, so the radio control unit is not getting anything. Crystal oscillators. AI limiters are showing up. So, I guess it's just a matter of it's taking it too long. This is the AI limiter production. You're going at 100%, and you should do for a while, but it just takes you 2 minutes to create a batch. Alright. Crystal oscillators are being made, which I'm just gonna fill those in. And RCUs are going to be made once the crystal oscillators get there, so I will fill those in. And that should cause this whole thing to start working. Let's go radio control unit. Stick them in there. Now it is making turbo motors. I will sloop it for now. Alright. On the one hand, this would be a decent stopping point. On the other hand, I would love to do some bug fixing, if possible. So this is 16% because of a circuit board shortage. So let's fly over to the circuit boards and see what their problem is. A silica shortage. And what is the silica's problem? Too much alumina solution. Alright, are you both clocked correctly? Yes. So if the alumina solution is backlogged, water. Alright, so obviously this plan here did not work. It might work though if I just put a giant pipeline up there. Apparently that works sometimes. I've been told that that is a thing that you can do to get it working again. Gosh, I really wish there were a convenient way of just getting rid of excess water. It would be real convenient if that were the case. Now, if I put a fluid buffer up here, presumably the water doesn't actually reach this high. So now the question is that enough to fix this whole priority thing? And the answer is obviously not. I really need to read a guide on how water priority works. What if I just flush this whole thing? Actually, I know how to fix this. Take out that pipe. It's obviously not working. So this needs... I assume this is supposed to be 40 fuel and it's rounded improperly. No, it looks like it might actually be supposed to be 39.9. Alright, well, so that needs 39.9 water. This is producing 33.6 water. So there should only be... put a valve there. And this valve should be set to like 6.3. Almost nothing. And that should resolve the problem. Let's just flush some pipes. Alright. So we flushed the water pipes. They should be refilling quite quickly. For now, at least, that'll solve the problem. Now, this entire thing relies on one giant water pipe network, so maybe flushing the entire network was a bad idea. Turbo heavy fuel or leached deuterium ingot, that's fun. Still got 10 more hard drives to go. Alright, is the water showing up again? Well, it's definitely coming out of here. And it is starting to show up. So I do have more water production than necessary. I have 2 of these hooked up, so it should refill pretty quickly. And is the excess alumina still a problem? Seemingly not. Alright. So I guess we can probably just load some silica in here. That won't hurt. It won't hurt in the short term anyway. Any other yellow? This is yellow. Why are you yellow? Iron output is insufficient. Okay, so what's the problem here? .255 refineries. Yep, that's 2.255 refineries. The belts ought to all be fast enough. Alright, the steel production is also backlogged. Why? Because the rod production is backlogged. Why? Because this manifold isn't manifolding enough? How much rods is this supposed to be? 42 there, 48 there? Oh, well, obviously. Duh. I don't know if either of these sides... No, they technically only need 1590. But... I'll give them tier 2 belts at least up to the start of the manifold, just to make sure. So now this should all be working properly. And it does look... Alright, so this is the side of the screw manifold that's going to have problems. Let's just get some rods. That one's at 200. Now that one's at 200. And that one's at 200. And we'll put some in both of those. And that should quickly fill in the screw manifold. Yeah, and this one will have to backlog as well until... so that gets full production. So now this is pretty close to getting the full priority rods that it needs. The production is pretty close to half. It's 50-40, whereas half is 55-45. Which means that if that were running at 100%, which it isn't currently because of screw shortages... Yeah, actually, speaking of screw shortages, I need to upgrade these belts. They need to be at least 100 for that to work. So that will have solved that problem. There's a steel pipe shortage. Why? Because not enough iron ingots are getting to it. Because the belt isn't fast enough. I forgot that the iron pipe constructor uses an unholy amount of iron ingots per minute. 96 is crazy. Alright, this was flickering yellow because of a water shortage. But it looks like that water shortage was temporary. It looks like it is getting more than enough. which is kind of a problem. It's supposed to be getting exactly enough, but can't have everything. Ended at 24.4 there. Where will it end this time? A lot less for some reason. Fluids do be fluiding. Valve. Flow rate is 7.1, despite the fact that I put a valve to make it not 7.1. Well, this is going at 100%, so it should be fine. This is still yellow because of a bauxite shortage. That's unexpected. How much bauxite did I need? Like 50? Wait. There is a single Mark I belt messing with everything. Alright, so that has resolved that problem. No more bauxite shortages. As long at least, no more bauxite shortages as long as this is fine. It looks to be fine. Alright, I see a yellow light up here. Not enough aluminum ingots. Why not? Oh, this is just going to be residual problems from the scrap shortage that I recently addressed. And the scrap should be going at 100% now. Yes, it is. Alright. Well, I've given it enough of a check over. If there is any serious problems, I can't notice them. Here's a serious problem. I have not put that in. And I need to start making these Mark II because in the future I'm very soon going to be upgrading dimensional storage to 120 a minute, which means that these lifts need to be Mark II in order to function, in order to operate at max capacity, that is. So yeah, I've given it a solid look. It's not perfect, of course. There are still shortages, but it's probably approximately functional. So I think I'm going to end the stream there for the day. Thank you everyone for hanging out. I'll be here tomorrow with Magic the Gathering, and then the day after that with Satisfactory again.